Hello. Thank you for joining in. And please subscribe and stay up to date by tuning on your notification bell. Alright, so today we are looking at a series. We're starting a series on Linux system hardening. How to harden your Linux system as a server administrator. So we're going to be introducing us to how to use SSH key-based authentication to secure our server and our respective accounts. Alright, I have logged into my lab server as Vagrant user. So we're going to be demonstrating the steps in this lab. So first thing you do, I recommend you do, is generate your public key and your private key. And how to do that is just use a tool. I use a tool, pt1. pt1, you can just open your Google, search for pt1 to generate your key. Once you generate your public key and your private key, you can come back to the terminal and follow the steps that I'll be demonstrating. So let's jump right in. I have generated my key and my private key, my public key, they are safely stored. So the steps I'm going to go through now is to create a file, .ssh file. It's a hidden file, ls-la. So as it is here, it's here because I created it earlier. So I'm just going to remove it. rmf.ssh. So I'm going to remove that file, ls-la. So that file is gone. Alright, so I'm going to create it now. So mkdir dot -p dot ssh. So it's a hidden file, that's why it's a dot. It's a hidden file and I'm creating it in my home directory. That's the Vagrant home directory. So the file is created. Here you go. The file is created. So the next thing we do is to grant permission, read-write permission, read-write and execute permission to the owner of the file, which is Vagrants. Just the owner, not the group. So I will say kmod 700.ssh. Okay, so let's have an LA to this guy. That's it. Alright, so you observe now with the directory D and it has read, write and execute. So the owner of this file has read, write, execute Vagrant. Unlike before, you see the owner, the group and others. You see the permission they have on the file. So let's clear the screen. So we created that file. In that file we're going to create Okay, in that directory, mind you, all directories in Linux are considered files. So I may be using files, directories interchangeably. Just try to get the drift, alright? So I'm going to create a authorized underscore keys in the .ssh directory. Alright, so this is what I mean. So I'm going to say nano, okay, touch. I can say nano too though. Nano dot ssh authorized underscore keys. Alright, and I press enter. So in this place, in this file, I'm going to populate it with my public key. My public key, as I said earlier, I have generated it and I have kept it somewhere. I'm just going to copy it and paste it right here. So this is my public key. I save it, Ctrl O and Ctrl X. So I'm going to grant the permission to this file, this authorized keys, and the permission is going to be kmod 600. That's to the owner of the file, 600 to this guy, authorized key. Copy this guy now and press enter. So ls-la to this guy. Alright, so we have that. You see that the owner have read and write. Good, so we have populated that key, that file, with our public key. So the next step now is to do the parameter setting. Now to do the parameter setting, you need first and make sure you have sudo privilege. If I say sudo id to know, okay, you see I'm root, I have sudo privilege. So good. So I'm going to say sudo nano, you can use vi, I just prefer nano, /etc/ssh/sshd underscore config. So here there are some parameters here that need to be activated for the public key authentication to take effect. So here, activate this guy and change here to no, to yes rather, yes. Then here under and activate this guy where the public key is located. Okay, so just those two for now. We are still going to leave password authentication to be yes. Reason is, if in the process you make any mistake, you save your configuration, you change this to no for instance, and you've made one or two mistakes in this file, you'll be locked out of the server, and that will automatically require someone with a root privilege to log into the server to modify the settings. So please just be careful. So we're going to save and exit this file. So that's done. The next thing is we're going to restart the SSH daemon, and that is system ctl restart sshd. Okay, because we didn't use sudo, so we sudo 1022 sudo. It's requesting for the password for sudo. So that's done. So the command, however, I entered this before. Normally you're supposed to say sudo. Alright, if you enter sudo, it's not going to prompt you to enter password or select the user. So that's done. So the next thing we're going to do is to load our private key to this profile. Okay, so it's just going to be since I'm using mobile stamp, just spin up a tab, server, session SSH. Then you enter your IP, server IP. Mine is 192.168.33.10. Excuse me. So you click on advanced SSH setting to load your private key. Then you check this box, use private key, and then click on this search. Then I saved mine on the desktop. Okay, here. So I just open. Alright, then I click OK. So it's going to prompt me to log in. My login username is Vagrant. You see, it's prompting me to provide the passphrase for that private key. Alright, so and the private key that the passphrase I set is alright, so we are in. We have successfully logged in to our server. Alright, so I hope we got the drift, and we should try all the steps out. I have documented the steps, so if you try it out, you made any mistake, just look at the document. It will be in the comment section. It will be in the description for you to consult. Thank you very much, and hope to get your feedback. Thank you.